Good morning and hello, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Supermodel Racing Review for Saturday the 16th of July 2022. Quick look at yesterday's results then for Friday the 15th. We're at Newmarket on the flat on the July course at 7:10 in the evening. We had a go at this Lexicon Knight which came third at 13 to 2. We had a 0.3 of a unit on that at 10.65 to 1. So pretty good odds. What happened there? Basically the, where is it? Ponzalius, the 15 to 8 favourite, came in. We said this horse was likely to come back, and if you look at the race, Lexington Knight, it basically had a relatively poor trip. It was blocked at the crucial moment, had to be switched, and by which time it was too late. Whether it would have won is another matter, but it's certainly been a lot closer and better than third. So it didn't quite happen, but it was worth a go at 10.65 to 1 or whatever it was. So we lost a third of a unit there, 0.3 of a unit, plus 58.02 units profit overall. So we'll stop it there and write up today's racing. Right, we're back. We've written up today's racing then. So for Saturday the 16th to the 7th, no filter 1, which is our structure filter, no ratio filter, but we do have an alternate. It's at the Curragh, it's on the flat, and it's 3:45. It's the Irish Oaks, so it's a Group 1 fillies 3-year-old, 1 mile 4, good. It's modelled 90, right, what does that mean? 90, so Ascot, which is the Ribblesdale Stakes, which is has a link with this race, is modelled 92, so it's a fair bit slower, requires more stamina than the Ascot Ribblesdale, and Dundalk is 94, significantly faster, Lingfield 93, Kempton 92, Newcastle 91, and it's not till we get down to Wolverhampton on the all-weather that you're getting a similar pace profile, and Chelmsford's 89, just slightly slower. So we really are at the bottom end of the pace profile, which is relevant to what we're going to talk about. So what do we know about this race? Well, there was 8. We've had number 3 as a non-runner, so there's 7 in the race. Let's see who we can get rid of then. So the likely favourite is this. Where is it? Magical Lagoon, number 6. So let's have a look at that. What do we know about Magical Lagoon? It was 7th in the Fillies Miles, a 2-year-old, good to soft, and then it went out and won the Ribblesdale, which is Group 2, good to firm. Now, when you're looking at top classic Group 1 races for fillies, you want to think about what is the whole point of the race. These fillies are in the stud circuit. They're the money drivers for the distaff line, which is the female line. So if you can hook an Irish Oaks into your filly and then put it to stud, your fees go through the roof. So this is what we're really looking at. So you need to think about what are the type of horses that are, what sort of routes are they coming in from. And this, as you say, this likely favourite, Magical Lagoon, has had as a 2-year-old had a fail in the Fillies Mile, and it won the Royal Ascot G2 Ribblesdale. But if you look at that race, Royal Ascot is modelled 92. It's significantly faster, and this is going to be a different game. So we can take this horse on. So Show to the Stars. Sorry, it's Magical Lagoon. We can take that horse on. So we got rid of the favourite. What else can we get rid of? Number 2, Emily Dickinson. We don't think it's going to be good enough, so we can get rid of that one. What else? This Fenella, number 4. We don't think it's going to be good enough. And where else? We've got Show to the Stars. We also don't think it's going to be good enough. So we're left with Toy, History, and this Ked Go Dio, or however you say it, against the favourite. So this Ked Go Dio, number 1. What do we know about that? As a 2-year-old, it was the favourite for the Group 1 Montclair Stakes at the Curragh, which is a very significant race, 7 furlongs. But it faded pretty nastily off that, and then they kept it as a 3-year-old to these listed races, and as such, you'd have to argue whether it's up to the job. But it's got a slight question mark about it, and so we've gone for the minimum on that. We've gone 0.125 at 5.8 to 1 on this Curragh Go Dio. So that's one, but it's the worst of the bunch as far as we're concerned in what we're doing. So the next one then is this history, number 5. Irish 1,000 guineas, so that's a good start. If you've got so if it's moving through the mile route, Irish 1,000 guineas, 7 to 14, up with a pace, and then faded, and then it went to the Ribblesdale. So it's the same as this Magical Lagoon. It came third in that race, and it looks like it's got a chance of reversing the form. So this history is about a 1.5 for us, and we've got 0.1875 of a unit on at 9.5 to 1, and we've got 5.8 to 1 on this Curragh Go Dio. But the one we really like is this number 8, Toy. What do we know about Toy then? Once they'd stopped messing about with low-key races, they put it in the French 1,000 guineas, which was good to soft, and it came fairly down the field, 11 to 15. And they also put it in the Prix Diane, which is a 10.5 Group 1, decent race, good to soft again. And likelihood is good to soft it doesn't quite suit the horse. If you look at the previous races at Ireland, you'll see that this horse looks the real deal. On breeding, it's the deal. It's got excellent breeding, and this looks the one for us. So we put 0.25 of a unit, and we've got 6.6 to 1. So in order of preference, it's Toy, next history, and just to bring up the rear is this Curragh Go Dio. And that's why we're playing it. So we expect Toy to be the superior horse with history and Curragh Go Dio behind it. So that's what we're doing. We're spreading it around a bit. We've got 0.5625 unit on in exposure overall, so just over half a unit against this favourite Magical Lagoon, which we don't think is a worthy favourite. So that's what we're up to. We've had a bit of a rough ride recently. The count's sort of been ticking down from a peak of about 61.5 units, but we've had some iffiness. We've had very very near misses. We've had Jumper at Southwell who decided to jump into the path of the winner on the last fence, and all the rest of it, all excuses. But anyway, hopefully this will start bringing us good. So if you subscribe, thank you very much, and generally thanks for watching, and goodbye.